Welcome to In Focus, a closer look at human relations. I'm your host, Paul Booth. I'm also the division manager of the Office of Human Relations. We're talking today about the Generation Now Cincinnati Network, whose mission is to provide all young professionals with world-class networking, mentorship, and career training. Their hope is that the participants, the members, will thrive in a diverse and inclusive workforce. And so with us today to share more about Generation Now Cincinnati is Renika Smiley, who is the founder of this and CEO of this organization. Thank you for being with us today on In Focus.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So share with us your vision, how the organization got started.
Hello, my name is Renika Smiley, and I am the founder and CEO of Generation Now. And we're also known by our new trademark name, Empower GENNOW Network. I founded the organization almost a decade ago. And so I am a native from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I actually left Cincinnati for a little while. I went to Chicago and I went to Atlanta to kind of just find my way. And when I got to Atlanta is when I became more of a corporate professional, transitioning from a college student in my early 20s, early mid 20s. And so what I loved about the big city atmosphere is that there was a lot of networking, a lot of things going on for young professionals, good ways to cultivate and become more involved into the city. I ended up coming back home to Cincinnati. And when I came back home to Cincinnati, I told myself I wasn't going to be depressed here. I'm going to make changes here happen in Cincinnati. And so the problem that I seen when I came back home, that it was really hard to connect back into Cincinnati, especially as a native. There's like a divide in Cincinnati where there's the locals that's from Cincinnati that usually just kind of stay in their neighborhoods and the people that they grew up with, and then you have the transplants that actually moved to Cincinnati, but they don't know the actual people who actually live here. And that's kind of the retention divide in the city, which why we have a lot of young people leaving. Historically, which is known, young professionals stay in Cincinnati for 2 years and they leave. It's because they don't have that opportunity to connect in the city. And now we see young professional locals leaving because they're not getting the opportunities that's been given to transplants moving into the city. And so Generation Now is tackling that issue by helping with the retention, with hosting networking events for young professionals so they can meet other young professionals in Cincinnati, and also network with leaders in Cincinnati so they can meet new leaders at different companies. Like we have speakers from like Procter and Gamble, Macy's, Fifth Third Bank. It gives them an opportunity. Hey, I work at Fifth Third Bank, but I got to meet not just the leader at the company, but actually young professionals that work at Fifth Third Bank. I have also got to meet entrepreneurs, and most importantly, I got to meet the locals, and I get to learn more about Cincinnati and, the history and how to get involved. We're also doing dating. We're partnering with a dating program in Cincinnati because one of the other reasons that locals leave is because, if you move to Cincinnati, you get a nice job here, you work at a corporate company. If you can't make friends and if you can't find a love interest, what is the point of staying? And that's that return cycle of things.
We hear the term young professional quite a bit. How do you define for your organization a young professional? What does that really mean? We know there's age,
Yeah.
But there are other criteria as well.
Absolutely. So our population is inclusive. We're open to all young professionals. I know, and that's what makes us different than other young professional groups, because most young professional groups, for example, the public relations young professionals or the young professionals of broadcasting. And so Empire GENNOW Network, we're like the hub for all of the young professional groups. And so we welcome everyone. We welcome college students, corporate young professionals, and entrepreneurs from different industries and backgrounds, because we want to have that open door to open for retention and to give those lived experience to other young professionals that may not be in that specific field. And I think that's what helps grow and cultivate the young professionals that live in Cincinnati, because you get to network with different people with different backgrounds and meet different leaders and people with different populations, and still be able to feel comfortable and feel welcome and a part of everything. You don't have to feel like, hey, I don't have my degree yet, or hey, I do have a degree, but I'm not an entrepreneur. I fit in here because we all share similar values, and we're all here for the common need of retention and growing in Cincinnati and career advancement. And so the bulk of our focus of Generation Now is helping you get through life in Cincinnati with the growth that you're needed, which helps with economic and workforce development, which keeps you here, along with our dating component. You can find someone to love.
What makes this organization different, and what makes it stand out from some of the other young professionals?
Absolutely. So what makes GENNOW Network stand out for most young professionals is the diversity. You see all different people of different spectrums, and so most young professional groups are predominantly you see more predominantly Caucasian Americans, and if there is a young professional group outside of a dominant Caucasian American young professional group, you see like the African American, the Black young professionals, the Hispanic young professionals. Generation Now, GENNOW Network, we're the hub. So we're a workforce organization for young professionals. So our job is to partner with those young professional groups to help them with resources, because Generation Now is a six-figure non-for-profit workforce development organization. Most young professional groups are working off of a budget less than $1,000 a year, and we're at six figures. So that shows the impact. And then we have the programs. We have a program for African American women, which is our training development program, most successful program, which is Advance Now. And we were able to secure funding and partnerships with this program with United Way and Greater Cincinnati Foundation, Hills Foundation, and also
Those are your funders?
Yeah, those are our funders.
Okay.
And GENNOW is also a systems change partner, which we're a workforce partner of United Way. And so, which is the only young professional, membership-based organization in Cincinnati doing that, which shows the impact and shows that it's more than just young professionals going out to happy hour events. We're tackling retention issues. We're tackling the real problems that's happening in Cincinnati to improve our retention rates, to keep the next population here. Young professionals now, we're 21 to 40, 45. I'm 36. I just turned 36 3 weeks ago. And so we're the leadership in Cincinnati.
Okay. So I was going to ask the age, because,
okay. Yeah, right. We're the...
Because young can be relative, so...
Absolutely.
All right.
We want to make sure that our leaders are strong in Cincinnati. Some of the success stories that we have had out of our Advance Now program, our leadership program for African American young women. We had Ania Jackson, I believe is her last name off the top of my head. She went through the first cohort program almost 2 years ago. She started out as a graduate student at the University of Cincinnati, and she was working for a local non-for-profit here as a volunteer coordinator. And by 2 years later, and she gives all of the impact and all of the respect and to the program of Advance Now, because today she's now a homeowner, first-time homeowner, and she's now the grant director at the YMCA. And so she has improved economically with becoming a homeowner, and also economically with scaling in the workplace. And so the huge issue we had in Cincinnati is African American women, degree holder women, were averaging less than $15 an hour. And so we're improving the economy for these women who have went through our program by over 80%. We're improving the home ownership rates in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're retaining these young professionals. We had a young lady that went through our program, African American, worked at Procter & Gamble, knew no one here in Cincinnati, and by going through the program she has made new friends, and she's been able to have a support system in a role where she works at Procter & Gamble, where she's the only African American woman that works in that financial department. So we have seen a lot of growth. We recently just partnered with Forbes magazine, which we were able to sponsor tickets to corporate young professionals and entrepreneurs, over 50 tickets to actually go out and network and have a professional development day for young professionals who couldn't afford those tickets in the economy. The tickets was about $750, and those tickets were distributed to corporate young professionals and local entrepreneurs in Cincinnati. And these are entrepreneurs and local corporate young professionals who were African American, Caucasian American, Hispanic American, and Asian American. So it touched a little bit of all young professionals. It gave everyone an opportunity to go out. We also have our employee spotlight program where we highlight local employers in Cincinnati, and we host a program for young professionals to come out, find out more about recently our partnership with Cincinnati Children's Hospital, where young professionals were allowed to come out, learn about how to get a job, land a job at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, learn about their work culture from the employees there and the recruiters. And we were able to kind of streamline with our partnership young professionals the opportunity to give them feedback of if they did not get, selected to the next phase of an open job position at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. And we were able to gain phone interviews and interviews for young professionals who actually applied, who are members through our programs due to our partner with Cincinnati Children's Hospital.
Now, membership. How do you become a member? How do you join the organization? And what? Because it seems like it's really expansive, the things that you do, and I'm still trying to get my arms around that. But if someone wants to join, do you have periodic social networking, periodic meetings for those that are interested in becoming a part of the organization?
Absolutely. So we have networking events available, we have meetings, and we have programs, but specifically young professionals will go to the website, and so they will sign up as a membership, similar to if they join a social media network website, just sign up and then they'll become a member. But the payment hasn't begun yet, where we'll be charging for memberships, and either your employer can purchase your membership or you can purchase it at an affordable rate between $50 to $100.
And how many events do you have in a year's time generally?
So in a year's time, we have probably about 10 events outside of our leadership programs and our programs for the employer spotlights, which are more like programs that you'll go through for career advancement, versus networking events where you'll go out to and galas to kind of network and meet with people.
So what's the time commitment? I know usually if you're busy, you're very concerned about your time. What's the time commitment if you really want to participate and get involved?
Yeah, well, like similar all association groups, because that's pretty much where we are. We're association group for young professionals. It's really, the time commitment is up to you. By if you want to, it's just like any other association. If you pay for a membership, it's up to you how much you take advantage of the programs and opportunity that's available for you to go through. If you want to go through a leadership program, you can go through the leadership program. But the leadership programs are a little bit harder, because if you miss 2 to 3 sessions, then you won't be able to graduate and complete the program. But, for events, you can attend as many events as you want or as many less as you want. and so it's your your membership. So it's up to the member.
So now, are your meetings monthly? Then you have you have programs, but then do you have regular monthly meetings?
So we have board meetings, but we don't have like monthly meetings outside of like the networking events that we host for young professionals. And so we'll be rolling out the networking events in late January. And so that's our Headshot Happy Hour event where you can come out and get your personal branding with a new headshot happy hour, listen to a panel discussion, and we're also partnering with the local group here where we'll be hosting just networking events where you can go out and just go to happy hour without the educational piece, but just to go out and meet people and network.
Okay. Well, in the closing minutes that we have, if you share with our audience how to get in contact with you, your website, phone number, what's the best way to get involved?
Absolutely. Thank you, Paul. And I want to thank you for your time, for giving me this opportunity to share more about our organization. But the best way to get involved and get in contact with us is at our website. Our website address is www.empowergennow, which is GENNOW.org. So www.empowergennow.org, GENNW.org is the website. And so you can also go to contact, and it will send us a message, and someone from our team will respond. You can also give me a call at 513-237-1292. Again, 513-237-1292. Yes, I am the leader of the organization, but I like to have that open communication with young professionals that would like to personally call me and find out more about the organization and how they can get involved. Our office is also at Alloy Development in Norwood, which is 1776 Mentor Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45212, where you can stop by the office at any time. We're in Suite 230, and you can come in and connect with us and learn more about the organization. We can take you through a tour through our office so you can learn more about us.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. You've been watching In Focus, a closer look at human relations. I'm Paul Booth, your host. Our guest today has been Renika Smiley of GENNOW Network. So get involved. Sounds like a great organization. They have a lot of resources. There's much training there. So yeah. So thanks again. Thanks for being with us, and we hope our audience will take advantage of the opportunity to become a part of the organization.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.